Have you ever thought how stupid it would be if objects could be in both places at once and do things infinitely fast? Probably not. In fact, all of these are all possible through a concept called quantum mechanics. Remember that quantum mechanics does not act in any way as we are familiar with. So,
open your eyes.
In the quantum world, objects behave very differently from the things we see every day. If the cup stays here, it stays here. If the computer is on the desk, it stays on the desk. But in the quantum realm, things are different. One example is quantum superposition. I'm pretty sure none of you heard of this concept before. To explain this concept, I need an analogy created by Erwin Schrödinger, also known as Schrödinger's cat. Remember, this experiment is just a thought experiment and no cats were harmed during the making of this video. To start off, suppose you have a cat, a box that a cat will be placed inside, a vial of poison, and a machine that will have a 50-50 chance of breaking the vial of poison. The first step is to put the cat in the box, the vial of poison, then the machine. Then you have to close the box for the experiment to continue. Inside the box, the experiment will go like this. Don't worry about how the machine works, we just know that it works really well and it has a 50% chance of breaking the vial of poison and a 50% chance of not doing anything. In one of the two possibilities, the hammer will break the vial of poison, thus killing the cat, and in the other possibility, nothing will happen, thus the cat will survive. But since we did not open the box yet, we do not know whether the cat is dead or alive. We would only know for sure if we open the box to see whether the cat is dead or alive. It can only be one or the other. How's all this related to superposition? So if you take the experiment of Schrödinger's cat and shrink it to the size of atoms, the result will be different. So in the part where you close the box and put the cat inside, the cat is what is known in a superposition of states, meaning that the cat is both dead and alive at the same time. But when we open the box, the probability will have to choose one of the possible outcomes, and those two outcomes being both dead and alive. So it's basically phasing from being dead and alive. Another way of explaining superposition is by using a coin. As you can see, this coin has two sides, a heads and a tails. When I spin the coin, it's being both heads and tails at the same time, thus meaning it's in a superposition of states. But remember that you cannot directly observe superposition. But when you observe the coin, you will force the two probabilities of either heads and tails to choose one. I hope you understand the basics of quantum superposition because it's also quite a hard topic to understand. So don't worry if you're stuck on it. It is not like you're gonna see an object being at both places at once every day. So I increase your IQ from watching dank memes around 3 minutes.